You on the hunt for epic tropical waves? Well, it doesn't get much better than the Mentawai Islands. Now, if you already surf, the chances are you've already seen more than a few clips of the Mentawai Islands. The waves here are absolutely legendary. So in this guide, I'm going to run through absolutely everything you need to plan your perfect trip to the Mentawai Islands, from how to get here, the fast ferries, the cost, Mentawai Surf Tax, and of course the waves themselves. So let's get started. So first things first, where are the Mentawai Islands and how do you get there? Well, the Mentawai Islands are situated in the northwest of Sumatra in Indonesia. Now, to get here, you'll need to fly into the city of Padang, which is the gateway to the Mentawais. You can fly in via Bali with either Lion Air or Garuda, or if you're flying internationally, you can fly into either Kuala Lumpur or Singapore, and then get an AirAsia flight down to Padang. As a slight side note, if you do fly with Lion Air from Bali to Padang, just bear in mind that Lion Air no longer include their luggage allowance or surfboard allowance free of charge, so you will need to pay their surfboard handling fee. Now, this is currently 200,000 Indonesian rupiah, about 20 Australian dollars per board per flight. So if you do end up doing the Bali to Jakarta to Padang flight, you'll end up paying for each board twice. Now, this is obviously a massive bummer, but you can sometimes get away with claiming that it's just one board in your bag. So how do you get from Padang out to the Mentawai Islands themselves? Well, the most popular option is the Mentawai Fast Ferry, which departs every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at 7 AM from Padang into Siberut, which is the gateway to the rest of the islands. Now, your Thursday option is the best option as it is direct and takes only 3 hours to reach there, whereas the Tuesday and the Saturday option takes 6 hours, so considerably longer. Now, on your return journey, the reverse is the same. The Tuesday and the Saturday options are the shorter options at 3 hours, with the Thursday being 6 hours. Now, all three of these return ferries arrive into Padang at 6:30 PM, so you will need an extra night there before your onward flight. Cost-wise, your ticket out costs around about 220,000 Indonesian rupiah, about 22 Australian dollars, with your luggage costing roughly the same for up to 15 kilos of surfboard baggage and weight. If you do have more weight, of course, you can pay a bit extra, but this then does jump up to about 460,000 Indonesian rupiah, or about 46 Australian dollars. Now, once you reach Siberut, it's about an hour's speedboat out to Nyang Nyang Island, also known as Muscat Island, and that will be arranged by your surf camp. Now, the other thing every surfer needs to budget for their Mentawai trip is the Mentawai Surf Tax. Now, this comes in at a hefty 1 million Indonesian rupiah, which is about 100 Aussie dollars, and covers you for up to 2 weeks of surfing. So what do you get for your $100? One of these lovely shiny red wristbands. Now, the two main ways to surf in the Mentawais are either staying at a surf camp or jumping on a surf charter. So I'm going to run through the pros and cons of both so you can pick what's best for you. Now, the most popular way to experience the Mentawais is at a local surf camp. Not only do you get way more personal space and get to explore more of the islands, but they are the more budget-friendly option too. That being said though, there's a huge range of camps for all styles and budgets, from luxury resorts like Kandui Villas and Wave Park, which offer 5-star service, through to more budget-friendly options like Driftwood, Bang Bangs and Yantos Place. If you want some more information on the best surf camps to stay at in the Mentawais, there's a link in my description for my full guide, which gives a rundown of all the costs and options. Now, if you want even more adventure with your Mentawai surf trip, then a surf charter is the way to go. Sure, you won't get as much personal space, but you'll get to visit more remote surf breaks, and you'll be the first person to paddle out each morning. Now, again, like the surf camps, there is a variety of surf charters for all styles and budgets, like sailboat options such as Bintang or the Barrenjoey, through to luxury surf charters like Indies Trader 3 or the Solo Gracia. So when's the best time to surf in the Mentawais? Well, like the rest of Indonesia, the main surf season runs from March through to October, with big consistent swells and awesome weather. That being said though, the shoulder season in the Mentawais is also a great option, with more manageable waves, and you'll also find better deals on surf camps and charters too. So now a very important question. Do you need to be a pro surfer to enjoy the Mentawai Islands? Well, the simple answer to this is no. Anyone from intermediate through to expert surfers will have an absolute blast here. And there are certainly some more forgiving waves such as Bang Bangs, Good Times, Playgrounds and Burger World, which offer up some fun, playful waves. That being said though, obviously expert surfers will have an absolute blast out here with stand-up barrels, racing walls and super fast reefs. If you want a full breakdown of the Mentawai surf breaks, there is a link in the description. Now let's talk about something we all loathe about surf travel, what to pack. Now if you're heading to the Mentawai soon, this is what I recommend you put in your board bag. Boardies or bikini, reef booties are a must, fins plus a spare set of fins, leash and at least one spare leash as well, zinc, sunscreen, tropical surf wax, okay, a couple bars of tropical surf wax, ding repair kit, first aid kit including antiseptic and plasters for your reef cuts, mozzie spray, a good book and at least 2 boards. I had my Firewire Chumley 511 and 5.5 and they were perfect setup for the trip. So that's my full video guide to the Mentawai Islands. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll reply. And check the links in the description for my full written blog post on the Mentawais. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next week. Woo!